Hello, hello. Uh, Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our very important meeting today. Hello. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Club Assembly and Governor's visit of the Rotary Club of Makati. For those of you who may not know me, I've not been around for a while. I got resurrected this year, trying to resurrect myself again and to be involved in the club. My name is Bing Matoto. I'm the secretary, and unfortunately, I'm supposed to be the next PE or the PE coming in. So I will be your moderator for today as a way of introducing myself. All right. Now, may I call on our president, Michael Escaler, to call the meeting to order, please?
Upon the authority of the Rotary International, I hereby call this Rotary Club of Makati meeting to order.
Thank you, President Michael. Now may I call on PN Director Keith Harrison to deliver the invocation.
Maybe. Firstly, please remain standing after this invocation for a short video of remembrance. Started in the term of PP Junjun and is now a yearly tradition. At the meeting closest to All Souls Day, we remember our former members who've now passed on. So will you now please bow your heads with me and let's pray together. Let us welcome our guests and Rotarians, our club members and the members of the other clubs and ANS and who are here today, all with open arms. Let us especially welcome our district governor, Mildred Witangkol, and members of the district team who are hiding behind here. Let us offer thanks for our food and for those who prepared it. Let us offer our blessings for one another. Let us be a source of hope for those who in need and contentment for those who are lonely, especially remembering the recent tragedies in Seoul, South Korea, Morbi in India, and closer to home, the various communities in the Philippines affected by Tropical Storm Haiyan. Let us further remember the many people directly affected by the ongoing war in Ukraine. Let us be a beacon of peace in what seems to be an ever divided world. Let us give gratitude for our opportunity to serve Rotary, remembering that this month, November, is Rotary Foundation Month. Let us all imagine Rotary and the possibilities in the changes we can make to transform the world. Let us remember and pray for the souls of our fellow members who, although no longer with us today, passionately shared the wonderful ideals of Rotary. Let the feeling of love, kindness, and the Rotary spirit always be reflected in our actions. For this we pray. Amen.
Thank you very much, Keith. Just listening to that song and looking at all those familiar faces. Gosh, life really is so short. Anyway, may I request everyone to put their right hand on their chest for the Philippine National Anthem. We shall follow it with the RC Makati hymn. Sa dibdib mo'y buhay, lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting sa manlulupin. Di ka pasisiil sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong pugaw. May dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng wataw at mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pamay di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng ating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
We're the Rotary Club of Makati, and together we stand proud. We are leaders with integrity, always ready to serve humanity, always living by the four-way test, building goodwill and peace along the way. To aid our fellow men, as true Rotarians we live to lead. We believe in service above self, and this is why we succeed. We're the Rotary Club of Makati, and together we stand proud. We are leaders with integrity, always ready to serve humanity, always living by the four-way test, building goodwill and peace along the way, giving hope to the world. We're the Rotary Club of Makati, giving hope to the world. The Rotary Club.
Thank you very much. And so that we may commit the four-way test to mind and heart, may I request you to repeat after me. Shall we? Okay. Of the things we think, say, or do, number one, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Number three, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Number four, will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Beneficial to all concerned.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Now it's time to recognize our birthday and wedding anniversary celebrators. Okay. We have, of course, former Vice President Jojo Binay, who's celebrating his birthday on November 11. We have Rotarian Joan Manjalak on 8 November. We have Ellen Binay on 9 November. We have Juicy Lim on 12th of November. We have Marisa Del Rosario on 14th November. Sorry, this thing must have been pasted together. Okay, and the wedding anniversaries. We have Drew and Celine Escaler on 12th November. I think, I would imagine they're the son of our President Michael. We have past President Ruben and Mimi Valerio. There you go, okay. And then we have past President Freddie and Jojo Borromeo. Okay. Okay. The list ng visiting Rotarians, you have it? Okay. Well, let me formally convene this meeting. Being a club assembly, we require a quorum, and allow me to report that as of now, we have 33 members who are present today in person. 8 are joining us online, and 13 have submitted their proxies for a total of 54. So we have a quorum, gentlemen. You. All right. I would now like to acknowledge our visiting Rotarians and guests present today. From the district offices, we have former colleague AG Junvi Vital. Junvi.
Party West.
We have past President Ali Garungun from
Garinga.
Sorry. Garangan.
Governor's
Governor
aide
aide.
from Las Piñas.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Pepito. We have Chief of Staff Flory Gatpayat,
Not here.
not here. And then we have Pinky Dueñas, and of course, our District Governor Mildred Bitangcol.
Pibing, may I introduce others also? Other guests in this table? I'll introduce also
All
our
right,
Senior
please.
Assistant Governor. Okay, Archie Cornista from Rotary Club of Las Piñas. Mother Club of Las Piñas. We also have past President Yasin Badir from Rotary Club of Las Piñas. And we have the classmate of President Michael, Joseph Manapsal from Rotary Club of Las Piñas.
Thank you, PDG, I should say, Pepito. Let me continue with our introductions. We have a Rotarian guest, of course, led by no other than First Anne Papat Escaler. We have Tessie Amparo. We have Suan Nolido. We have Angela Kila. And we have Jean Chavez. Another special guest from Caritas Manila, our very famous and popular Father Anton Pascual, who's Executive Director. And with him, we have Hilda Garcia from the Mayan Program as Program Head. Maribel Palmitos, YSLP Program Head. We have other guests here. Guest of Mr. Rotarian Johnny Ang, Mr. James Bosch. All right, guess that covers all our guests today. At this point, again, another important portion of our program, we should hear from our president his latest report.
Good afternoon, dear fellow members of the Rotary Club, and to our dear wives, special attendance of my better half, Papat Escaler. I want to welcome especially our district, a very, very active district governor, Mildred Vitangcol. I always ask her when I see her where she gets the energy, because you have no idea where she goes every day. She probably beat our president of the country in being busy. She is more busy than that. So welcome, Governor Mildred. We want to also recognize past district governor, Peps Bengson, past district governor, Tony Kila, my fellow classmate, past district Sid Garcia, my fellow classmates in the imaginative presidents, members and aunts of the Rotary Club of Makati. It's nice to see everyone here. As they say, time really flies when you're enjoying what you're doing. I can't believe I'm almost halfway through my presidency. Almost. I'm not going to tell you how many more minutes, but that's okay. We have given a copy of the detailed report of our accomplishment in the first 4 months of the district to our governor and her officers. It's a long list. In the interest of time, allow me just to focus on 4 initiatives: membership, service projects, and TRF achievements in my report today. We won't mention the other leukemia projects or the search projects or the outreach projects, but we will try to focus just on the 4 that I mentioned. On the membership front, we were about 7 new members. We have now a total of 132 new members, 32 members. And I would like to acknowledge past President Tito Panlilio for bringing in 5 of new and young members who are in the pipeline. One of the things that we started this year is we said, maybe we want a younger membership. So we're now trying to get the next generation to succeed us and to give meaning to the word Rotary. We make sure that all our members are engaged, and better to get them assimilated in our club as soon as possible. We do this by getting them involved in socials, mindful that Rotary stands on 2 legs: fellowship and service. Last July 15, we had our 57th induction ball at the Peninsula Hotel, which was also attended to by our good governor. This was the first time in the last 2 years that we had so many attendants after the COVID. I would like to thank also especially those who were kind enough to make hosted mini socials for our club. Winston and Adet Oy. Hi, Winston. It's always nice to see you. Madam Governor, Winston is from the north, right? And he said that anything that the Rotary Club does in the north, he will double it. So you can see what kind of people we have here. Really generous, very generous and open-hearted and always willing to be of service. He even offered his plane to us when we were flying to Narvacan, right? But there was a typhoon and we were afraid, so. So that's Winston, PP Roland and Kaling Yang. PP Carlo Rufino recently hosted a nice one in the Japanese restaurant. And we also have an upcoming mini social to be hosted by Rante Agala. I would like to thank those to the heart of our program, the service projects agenda of the club. For soon to be led future presidents of our club, very deep bench, Director Ferdy Ordavesa, Director Andrew Prieto, Director Philip Sullivan, Director Boom Villatuya, Director Eddie Galvez. He's always hiding, but I know where he is. So these are the people who really serve on our regular basis. Our Books Across the Seas program continues to provide educational materials to schools and libraries. The Rotary Club this year have distributed 23,309 books to 11 schools. In total, this club has distributed more than 16 million since 1988. For the home education and livelihood program called HEAL for short, we turned over a donation of 255,000 last October 25 to support alternative learning systems and education for 10 learners from Parañaque. For Stepping Stone, ma'am, we have this Stepping Stone, which is for mentally challenged children. We are committing to donate 1 million pesos to help finance the operation of the school for this year. We turned over the first tranche of 500,000 last September 6. In support of the advocacy to teach the deaf how to speak, we have increased our allocation to the Philippine Institute of the Deaf with a budget of 1 million this Rotary year to cover half scholarships and 19 students for the improvement of school facilities. We are also building a girls' dormitory, our third. The first two, ma'am, was in Mindanao, where we found that children had to walk maybe 20 kilometers, walk 20 kilometers to go to school, back and forth. So when we saw the situation, Eddie Galvez engineered a dormitory system for these young girls. So we built 2 dormitories in Mindanao, so that the children can just walk to school. And then we're doing one in Quezon now for a 3rd dormitory. So we see the problems of this country is so huge that, you know, anything you can do to help them get educated in an easier manner is really something we should do. And we are so proud of that. Thank you, Eddie Galvez, for he's always hiding because he thinks he might become the next president. So, you know, so all our presidents here, ma'am, they really try to hide so that they don't become presidents. But in our club, you don't get elected, you just get appointed, and you cannot say no. Is that right? Correct.
Change the mic.
Okay, so for this year, we are going to continue the pet projects of our IPP Louis Asioche, who's also won so many distinguished awards that it's unbelievable. This guy is here, there, and everywhere, almost like our district governor, but not quite. So the feedback program, under which families in select rural communities undertake gardening projects. This year, we are allocating 2.5 million to cover the development of 2 communities. I think we got this project from Philip Sullivan in his ARC project from the States. So thank you, Philip, for bringing that in. So now we will have a lot of squatters or lowly paid people who will be able to plant vegetables in their backyard garden and then sell to each other. As we know, nutrition is the club's focus point this Rotary year, especially for children in their early age. Being an area of serious consideration for us, For me personally, we're undertaking several projects simultaneously to address this concern. We have tied up with Caritas Manila for the repair of the kitchen used for cooking meals for the RC Makati sponsored program in Tondo. Here we help cook. There's Father Non for thank you, Father, for helping us to help others. Last September 21, we launched a nutrition program in Narvacan, Ilocos Sur for 150 malnourished kids in 19 barangay. Again, I acknowledge Winston Uy for helping us in this project. For the Sanlakbayang drug program, a pet project of PP June Dairit, which is also in partnership again with Caritas Manila, we have committed to donate and offer office facilities to support their program and to rehabilitate and reform recovering drug dependents. On the medical mission program, we have maximized the use of the mobile screening bus, which was funded by a global grant that was partly funded by our club to conduct breast and cervical cancers, screening over a total of 700 women from 7 sites. This was led by Director Andrew and PP Cesar Campos. We are committed as well. Give them a hand. Believe me, these guys just do this for their passionately. Nobody has to ask them. They all volunteer. We are committed as well to sustain Save Our Reef project, aimed at regenerating coral reefs damaged by bad fishing practices and human abuse. Following the success of the Narvacan site in Ilocos Sur, which we continue to monitor and support, we found a new site for the project in Padre Burgos, Quezon, where an initial 120 reef buds will be deployed on November 11. That makes a total of 370 reef buds rehabilitated marine life to help rehabilitate our seas. If there's one area we have mastered and can do with our eyes closed, it must be our disaster response relief. We have been doing this for 50 years now. Let me state in case in point. For the 7.1 magnitude earthquake hit in northern Luzon on July 27, we were the first Rotarians to respond to the distribution of 300 food packs in Narvacan, 1,000 food packs in Villa Viciosa, Abra, and donations of 500,000 pesos for the construction of materials and the repair of 25 houses in Abra and several more houses in Vigan. Our presence is felt well in battered places, Typhoon Florida, Super Typhoon Carding, and the just recently Typhoon Paeng, where we donated 300 food packs in Laguna, 500 food packs in Quezon, and 500 sets of mats and blankets in Laguna. Our TRF contribution, I would like to thank our generous members for this recognition. For the first 4 months, we have been able to collect $38,183 and 6 new major donors. But I warn you, the year has just begun. That's quite a lot that I've done for 4 months of this term. And I was assured by past District Governor Sid Garcia that when I become president, all hands will be on deck and he will be there to support and guide. And he has done exactly that. Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Junjun. Thank you, PP Louis. Thank you, Peps. I have so many people to thank for. We have 8 more months to deliver more assistance to families in need and to help fulfill Rotary's mission to do good for the world. If we decide to follow the example of our district governor, Mildred Biltangkol, that should be a very high goal to succeed, but we will try. So with that, again, I would like to thank everybody for attending this morning's meeting. Thank you, Dr. Mildred. I think we have a short feature of the background of district governor later. Okay, so the next one is Tony Kila. Tony Kila will moderate.
Okay, good job, President Michael. So that in the next event, our club meeting will be electing your successor. Okay, we'll do a very important event, and this is to recognize our major donors. So let me call our major donor level 3. Level 3 is a donation of at least $50,000 to the Rotary Foundation. So may I ask Governor Mildred to do the honors, please, of presenting first to President Michael and First Ann Papat their pins and pendant for Papat. I'm sorry that Rotary does not provide chain for your pendant, so Michael will have to buy an 18-karat chain. Hindi mo tinanggal. Hindi tinanggal dun sa... Tanggal. Hindi dapat yung pendant. Huwag na buksan, ilagay ng gano'n. Huwag tatanggalin. Baka si Governor Mildred may chain. Tanggalin yung pendant. Yung certificate. Yeah. Then we have a crystal from the Rotary Foundation. And also a crystal from the district. And a certificate from the district as well. Thank you very much, President Michael and First Ann Papat. Governor, can you stay? The second one from past President Felix Amparo and past First Ann Tessie Amparo. Yung pin muna. Yung pin muna. Yung pin. Yung pin. Felix, bibili ka ng chain, ha? Para sa pendant. 18 karat daw, sabi ni Tessie. And then we have the crystal from the Rotary Foundation and also crystal from the district and certificate. President Michael, alam mo nang isusuot muna pin, ha? Thank you, President Felix and Tessie Amparo. Ay, Eddie Galvez, you're the next. Don't leave. We'll go there later. So we have Eddie Galvez, Major Donor Level 1. Unfortunately, Trina is unable to come. No? So we'll just do the pinning on you and be sure to give it to Trina. The future president. Stop hiding. Yung isa. All right, thank you. Thank you, Governor. Now, shortly, I'd just like to call on Alain Gaskin for the certificate from the district as Paul Harris Fellow. Michael, President Michael, can you give this to Alain? Yeah, Governor, because this is from you actually. And then we have Winston Oy. Winston, you'll be the next to receive the certificate. Okay, Winston. We'll give you the certificate first. Philip Sullivan. Is Philip here? Will you please put the apron on? Do we have a ball pen? Tama natin, mamaya.
Okay. Kind of told you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, PDG Tony. Thank you to President Michael and Papa, Past President Felix. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you for listening. Past President Felix and Tessie, Rotarian Eddie and Trina for your generous contribution. Now we go to one of the most important parts of this meeting. The reason we have set this meeting as a club assembly is to make formal the nomination for District Governor of Past President Regine Olido to serve in Rota year 2025 to 2026. Please note that the board has approved the endorsement of Past President Regine Olido's candidacy through resolution number 14RY 2022 to 2023 during its board meeting on July 16, 2022. We're now presenting the endorsement of the board for confirmation and ratification of the members through this club assembly. Can we request PDG Tony to formally nominate?
Okay, I formally nominate our past president, Regine Olido, to be our governor for District 30 for Rotary year 2025-2026. Can we have 100% nomination?
Okay.
Who would nominate? Nominate 100%. Everybody? Okay, it's 100% nomination. So Reggie, you're nominated.
Congratulations, President. Congratulations. President Michael, can we now,
Okay, can we have your acceptance speech?
I think, as President Michael, I think it's your turn now. Well, I'm just following the script, sorry.
Not more than 25 pages.
Thank you, PDG Tony. Thank you, my fellow members, for the nomination. I'm truly honored, no, to have been chosen to run for the position of governor for our district for Rotary year 25-26. Let me start with a little story. 3 years ago, during the 25th anniversary of the Rotary Club of Makati, Dasmariñas, I was there attending the affair. And it just so happens that Governor Ador Tolentino was talking to then newly elected Governor Mildred Bitangcol. And then they called me over. Ador and Mildred called me over and said, "So ikaw, Reggie, kailan ka tatakbong governor?" To which my response was, "Now why would I want to do something foolish like that?" So apparently I'm doing something foolish now. So I've always believed in the beauty of service. I've always believed that there is something so much that we can do. And as Gov Peps has told me, seeking the governorship is really an avenue for you to seek a higher level of service. I recall when I was a 13-year-old boy, I was teaching volunteer catechism in a public school. It was something I just did as an extracurricular activity. My favorite student then, one day, I noticed, was seated at the back of the classroom in the dark, instead of his usual front seat where he was my most gregarious student. I was wondering why he was in the dark in the back. And so I had my class write out a prayer. And in the middle of that, I went to the back of the classroom and I looked at him, only to see that he was filled with chickenpox. I was a 13-year-old boy at the time seeing a boy with chickenpox. And so my reaction was, why are you even here? Bakit ka pa nandito? May sakit ka, nakakahawa. To which the boy looked at me and said, kasi kuya, alam kong nandito ka. Kasi alam kong darating ka. What we do in Rotary impacts lives. What we do in Rotary makes a difference to the people we serve. And it is in that vein that I accept this nomination. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
So the motion has been moved and seconded with no objections. The Rotary Club of Makati has thus confirmed and ratified the endorsement of past President Reggie Nolido for District Governor to serve in the year 2025-2026.
Thank you, President Michael, and best of luck to past President Reggie Nolido. Be assured that you have our 100% support. Now we move on to the signing of the memorandum of agreement between our club and RC Las Piñas for a wash project in Quezon. May I request President Joseph Manapsal, President Michael Escaler, and PP Reggie Nolido to proceed to the signing table. For the information of the body, what they are signing now is a 250,000 project to fund the construction of a canteen and wash and brush area for National High School in Mulanay, Quezon. This funding was sourced from the Pillar Grant for 100,000, with a balance of 150,000 to be equally shared by RC Makati and RC Las Piñas.
So the first governor. So the governor of study. Kakain na lang. And then all the governors, we campaign for all the clubs. It's daily. Iba yung culture na natin. Madali. Small naman. 111 na tayo. Ito na yun. Meron. Kasi the last time, when I was the governor. Kaya na, 2009. I formed the district manual review committee. Ang member ko yan.
Sabihin ko na, without naman kayo, we can review now.
Dapat. Don't go. 12 years.
100% it's
For October.
March.
Mangyayari, dalawa na ito. Dalawang district pa. Dalawang district.
Sana, maanap mo.
Dalawang district, and then
When I
update
talk
them.
to the other district governors, parang ayaw.
Okay, now we move on to another signing. This time with Caritas Manila. Thank you very much, folks, for your attention. Thank you. May we request Father Anton Pascual this time to proceed to the signing table. Again, for the information of the body, the MOU being signed now is 1.1 million pesos nutrition program to provide nutritious meals to 100 children and 100 pregnant lactating mothers in Tondo. Our donation also covers the scholarship of 10 students from Mindanao under the YSLEP program of Caritas. Okay.
Are you excited?
Yeah, for me, it was excited to be as in yet.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
President nominee, being as president.
Go now. Okay, folks, let's now resume. Can we now call on IPP Louis Aseoche for a very important announcement? Thank you very much again for your attention, folks.
Thank you, President-elect Bing Matoto. Good afternoon. This will be just short. Gov Mildred, good afternoon. Okay, as you very well know, the last angel gift giving is a treasured tradition here at the Rotary Club of Makati. From the time it was started by First Anne Brin Panlilio. It is on its way now. Immediate past First Anne, Tess and I actually saw our weekends devoted to shopping for toys at outlets and warehouses just to be able to give a good prices for these toys. Last Sunday, we went home a bit late to beat the deadline of a weekend warehouse sale in a shopping mall. It was tiring, but it was really fulfilling. Next week, we will be having our first distribution of gifts, and the Secretariat, through Angie and Ria, will be posting the areas and communities where we will be first bringing gifts and cheers to our chosen beneficiaries. As of last counting, and I'm very glad to know this, we have been able to raise 700,000 pesos already. And these are just from the members. Thank you very much. But I, on behalf of Tess and also our President Michael, would still be knocking at the hearts of those who have yet to submit their cash pledges for our last angel. So some of you were asking Angie how much to give, and her stock answer is, the more you give, the more cheers and good tidings you would be able to bring to the children. So Angie will be again going around with the sign sheet, and please do not snub her. As we have already eased up on the COVID-19 pandemic, Tess and I thought that it is best to restore the tradition this time again of giving toys to the children after the so-called quote-unquote gloom brought about by COVID-19 pandemic. So please, members and aunts, our lovely aunts, please join us in this cherished tradition of gift giving. Thank you very much.
Thank you, IPP Louis. And now, may I now call on PDG Sid Garcia to introduce our very important guest speaker. PDG Sid.
I think we have a video to introduce our speaker.
Okay.
Try to follow your example.
From the southern part of Dumaguete City in Shaton Town, Negros Oriental, a beautiful child named Mildred was born. Her education was rooted in Silliman University, Dumaguete City, Negros Oriental, as BS Biology, preparatory for medicine. And later on, she studied in Cebu Doctors University College of Medicine. Until then, she transferred to Manila for her internship in internal medicine. It was where she found the love of her life.
Hi, I'm York Vitangkol.
They were blessed with 3 beautiful children who are all very successful with their careers and professions.
Hi, my name is Carol Lolek Vitangkol. Hi, my name is Jello Vitangkol. Hi, I'm Julia Isabella Vitangcol.
Before she became a Rotarian, she's a dedicated doctor specialized in gastroenterology. After a few years, she was invited to join St. Peter's Group of Companies. She is the president of the Francisco M. Bautista Foundation Incorporated, or FMBFI Foundation, the foundation of St. Peter Group of Companies that offers scholarship programs to high school graduates with good academic standing but can't afford college education. Aside from these, District Governor Mildred took her double master's degree, such as Master in Hospital Administration and Master in Strategic Business and Economics. Not only that, she's also one of the Board of Trustees of Physicians for Peace Philippines Incorporated and Operation Smile Philippines Foundation Incorporated. Year 2006, when she became a Rotarian. She became the president of Rotary Club of Makati Uptown thrice. She spearheaded different projects in different parts of the country. She trained her children to get involved in service projects as well. Numerous projects were done and accomplished accordingly. These outstanding qualities in leadership and services, she was elected as the District Governor of District 3830 year 2019 for this Rotary year. She gained numerous recognitions and awards for her dedication for work and service projects. District 3830 Governor Mildred Vitangcol, the action woman, committed to share and care to needy people. Let us imagine more Rotary projects and services. With District Governor Mildred Vitangcol, we will paint our dreams and act on it to make it successful beyond our imagination.
Governor Mildred is the 22nd governor of our district and the 5th woman to assume the position, the highest position in our district as district governor. She joined the Rotary Club of Makati Uptown in 2006, and with her active involvement in various club service projects, she soon became the club president in 2008-2009. And I believe her classmate here was the late Larry Boyer, right? She continued on for the next Rotary year, 2009-2010, and served also as president. And also her classmate here in our club is smiling visionary president Felix Amparo. It was also in this year that I served as the district governor. I remember smiling visionary President Mildred then was in fact one of the more active visionary presidents that made our year a truly memorable and a most successful one. Thank you, Governor Mildred, for your support. During the term of the late District Governor Robert Kwan in 2013-2014, she again served as president for the third time. And I think Carlo Rufino was also her classmate. Hi, Carlo. And of course, together with then Tony Lopez. Tony's the classmate of Mildred. Through her leadership and passion, she was able to expand membership in her club and to do a lot of service projects. That's why it was no surprise why she was invited to serve as district officers by various governors who served. She became the district governor's representative for new club advisors, of which she was able to establish 3 new Rotary clubs: the Rotary Club of Makati Ayala Triangle, the Rotary Club of Las Piñas, and the Rotary Club of Las Piñas Uptown, and the Rotary Club of Puerto Princesa Uptown. She was also appointed as district coordinating chair for public image. District Governor Mildred also served as one of my trustees in District 3830 Rotary Homes Development Foundation, of which I co-founded and chaired for 10 years. Mildred is a very generous person. She regularly contributes to the Rotary Foundation. She is in fact a major donor, level 4, with a minimum donation of at least $100,000, and a member of the Bequest Society and benefactor. And just yesterday, there was an announcement in the governor's Viber group that she has now pledged to become an Arch Clam Society member. To become an Arch Clam Society member, you have to commit to donate at least $250,000. Thank you, Governor Mildred. Governor Mildred was also elected in 2007 as chairman of the St. Peter Life Plan. Which is now the top pre-need company in the country with a market share of at least 90%. She is a doctor by profession and specializes in gastroenterology. Mildred is happily married to York, and they have 3 children, Carol Loquet, Michelangelo, and Julia Isabella. My fellow members and guests of this Rotary Club, let's all listen to Governor Mildred and give her a big welcome.
Thank you very much for that very generous introduction, GovSeed. And of course, thank you for having me. I'm so delighted to be here, to be with you in this very momentous afternoon with fine gentlemen at mga pogi pa. Lahat pogi plus magandang Rotarians. Fellow marvelous, we call our officers or district officers or Rotarians for the year based on the theme of Imagine Rotary. So we're calling our Rotarians for the year Marvelous Imaginative Rotarians. So in your, of course, prestigious Rotary Club of Makati, what an honor to undertake this governor's visit this afternoon. As I read the voracious report of your president, wow, the various facets of club governance align the Rotary's area of focus. Facets of projects grouped and categorized deftly with each club officer, Rotarians in charge of your club. It gives me a picture of a professionally well-managed club. Coming from a corporate business background, like most of us here, I understand the dynamics of how each club president leads more so for a big club and a mix of professions, expertise, and orientations of each member and leader such as the Rotary Club of Makati. The Rotary Club of Makati is the second biggest in our district in terms of membership. Palakpakan naman natin. Sana maging number one. I had a talk with your president earlier, so sikreto namin. Suffice it to say, it was an impressive report led by marvelous, imaginative President Michael Escalera. So, palakpak tayo dyan. So, I'm proud that he is my president. So I'm sure all of us here are also equally proud being our president for this year. All putting together each of their part in the dynamic synergy among your peer leaders and equally the composite members, experienced elders. I'm not saying matanda, but of course experience, and the young blood like Carlo here, of new Rotarians in the fold. The integration is a natural organizational mandate, done collegial manner as fellow Rotarians. I take note of the following data lifted from his thick reports submitted. Paul Harris Fellows this year, facts and figures. I'd like to thank your club to have the highest to date, the highest, second highest in the district with a contribution of $38,183 to the Rotary Foundation. And a total of $33,000 contributed to the annual fund, and with a per capita tabulation of 256 per member. Total of 4,300 contributions to the Polio Plus from 43 Polio Society members. Thank you so much, because the Polio Society members which started last year, we had 131 members, and 43 of that is from your club. The new major donors, which was acknowledged earlier by Pastorship Governor Tony Quila. Of course, we have President Michael Escalera and spouse Papat, level major donor level 3. Past President Felix Amparo, level 1. Past President Ruben Valerio, level 1. Eddie Galvez, level 1. Felix Ang, level 1. David Netanyatan, level 1. And your newest member, I'm so proud to meet him today, Winston Uy, major donor level 1. In your club, you also have an Arch Club Society member, Circle trustee, past President David Ackerman, and they're also a major giver for this year. Your projects endeavor to follow the template of 7 areas of focus with your institutional endeavors as well as participation in district events, and very actively participating. Congratulations once again. May I take up also this opportunity, the following integral matters pertaining to our forthcoming district endeavors and events. On November 12th, we have the Rotary Foundation Night, and we have past president of the Rotary International, the chairman of the Rotary Foundation, Ian Risley, and spouse Juliet will be here to honor all the major donors and the Paul Harris Fellows in Dusit on November 12th. And I hope to see all of you. An opportunity to showcase the Filipino pride of charity and support of the Rotary Foundation, encouraging all to surpass your club's last year's performance. Challenge. One of the most exciting events in our Rotary year is the visit of no less than our first woman RI president in the past 117 years of the organization of Rotary. First woman president, Jennifer Jones, of her Imagine Impact Tour with the slogan, Hiraya Manayari, a Filipino native expression with Hiraya meaning imagination and Manawari meaning to fulfill or for a dream come true. President Jones urged Rotarians to dream big and harness the connection and the power of Rotary to turn those dreams into reality. Hiraya Manawari. May your dreams in your club also come true. I'm praying also with you. Join us also in our big events on November 24 at PICC for DEI and November 26 for the Rotary Community Corps Summit. And we will have our President Jennifer Jones to be our guest speaker and guest of honor. May I also extend this invitation for the upcoming Rotary Zone Institute in Yas Island in Abu Dhabi on December 2 to 4. And next year, we will have our district conference on March 23 to 25. Let us also celebrate with one another's success at the Rotary Convention in Melbourne, Australia on May 27 to 31, 2022. As we move forward this Rotary year, 2022-2023, it is my great anticipation that this is another banner year of success for the Rotary Club of Makati. With my marvelous imaginative President Michael Escaler at the helm, and with the support of all the officers and members, who are also equally passionate and exemplars of service to humanity, together with your President-elect Bing and President nominee. I'm sure you'll go a long way. From my notes here, from the Rotary citation of the lists 1 to 25, today, you're only 4 months. You have accomplished already. Thank you so much and congratulations. And yet, more to come. So here I have made my own tabulation. So just to make sure that, I scanned and I studied all the pages, compared it with the performance with the other clubs also in our district. Participation in district tree planting. We were together. The support of the health caravans. And we have here Dr. MIP Joseph was also leading the district activities of the health caravan. The same club with SAG. Archie, of course, Yasin's here. AG. Yes. Junvi. I always, he's the fun kind of person, always having fun. So, as reported earlier, we have disaster relief efforts. Your club did a great job. Typhoon victims in Abra, Cagayan, and Vigan. supporting the district fellowships such as bowling, fests, and shoot fests. Did you win? And other various service projects of your club of the 7 areas of focus. As your governor, I, with the rest of the district officers, will be here to support you if you need our support. But it looks like you're doing a great job. So I don't have much to do for this Makati, Rotary Club of Makati. And then I'd also like to congratulate Reggie for being nominated today as the official candidate from your club for Rotary year 2025-2026. So as we reflect on each of our own lives, why do we do things in Rotary? Why are we in Rotary? Is it finding our own purpose? Is it aligned with our own personal mission and vision? So if you give me a few more minutes, I'd like to share with you my favorite story about a master having daily lessons with his students. One day, a student asked, "Master, is there life after death?" The master replied, "My dear child, the more important question is there life before death?" This question gives, at least to me, gives emphasis towards living our lives to the fullest every day. Where humanity is uplifted because of all the help we give to make the lives of others better, especially the lost, the least, and the lasts. Thank you, Father Anton, for that thumbs up. Being in the death care industry, I'm not promoting, but I was sharing with Bing that I was introduced earlier. Because of my position now as a district governor, I have retired after 25 years of service in that company. And now I'm a full-time dependent and volunteer as a district governor. Our organization embraced the fact that life is fleeting. Anytime pwede tayong kunin ni Lord. Being conscious of this reminds us to be the best versions of being human in our daily lives on a daily basis. And by being the best versions of humanity means helping us as much as possible. That's why we give in Rotary, to help uplift the lives of especially the underprivileged. And it's real. There are so many out there. The plight of the poor and the hungry. And that's what we Rotarians are doing. Humanity is uplifted because of us. The world is better because of us Rotarians. Cheers to more years of success to the Rotary Club of Makati, and let us be compassionate and give love to our fellow men and continue to bear more lasting fruits, the acts of kindness and the service of Rotary. For Rotary year 2022-2023, let us serve well and let us have fun along the way. Like Junli, he knows that. Cheers to all the Rotarians of the Rotary Club of Makati, to all the Rotarians of District 3830, and to all the Rotarians all over the world. Mabuhay at magandang hapon sa atin lahat.
And now for the finale, may I call on President Michael for his response.
Well, it's really for us to have you here, Governor Mildred, because I have been going as your president. I have been going around all the district activities, and it's so very nice to be surrounded by like-minded people who want to help. And in the Rotary Club of Makati, you have here, maybe I look like I'm the one flying, but these people here that you see today are the wind behind my wings. So give each other a hand. So whenever I come home from a Rotary outing, I always tell my wife, wow, this Governor Mildred, I don't know where she gets her energy, because really the passion to make a difference. Last night we were together in another get together with PDG Peps and Sid and and Governor Tony, and they lasted until 1:30 in the morning. I had to quit at 12. They lasted 1:30 in the morning, and look, she's here today looking like she had rested all night. So thank you, Governor Mildred, for continuing to inspire me and everybody who passes your way. Because of your example, may the Rotary live another 100 years. Thank you. So I am proud to give a certificate of appreciation to Mildred Bus Bitangkol, Governor District 3830 of the Philippines, for sharing her time and expertise as our guest speaker of the Rotary Club during its regular blended meeting. The plaque here also says Rotary Club of Makati District 3830, Save Our Reef Buds project, which we will do this Friday with sila Ed and Ferdy. We will be putting out reef buds in Quezon to make the sea revive. We also want to offer you our coffee table of 55 years, Rotary Club. And while you're reading this book, you can have the fine wine.
Thank you very much. I guess that concludes our program. Can we call on President Michael to adjourn the meeting formally?
Thank you, everyone, for accepting today's invitation to nominate our candidate for district governor 23, 24, or 24, 25, 26. I now past President Reggie Nolino. We have your back, and we wish you the best. To everyone, stay well. And now I call this meeting adjourned.